Shalom. Brother Mayum. Let me just make sure I'm live here. All right, please, I'm good. All right, so hey, Shalom. Shalom. This is Brother Mayum coming at you from GMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the elders apostles of Great Millstone. The most blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and this truth and sincerity. So as you see the title of the video, the time of great evil, you know, and we're, a lot of people for the longest time have been talking their, smacking their lips, saying that the things that the prophets of the men of the Lord were saying would come to the streets of America was not going to happen. Well, now we're starting to see certain, which, basically just going to land back, like it's going to be land backing off the brothers with this whole bail reform, and what's been, what was recently done, out there in Chicago or implemented that in January of this upcoming year, things would, what's it called? Things as far, offenses, such as, I think they said assaults and uh, a bunch of other stuff, that normally people would get arrested for. Now they're not even getting arrested for. They have to, even if someone, skips out on bail, they have to go so far before they can even start pursuing these people. And as we've been saying for the longest time, and they're even letting people go. Certain people that are still going on trial who had no bail for certain charges, well, now they're going to be let loose because they're not legally um, they can't hold them any longer. They have to let them go. All right. So real quick, because we've been saying that people would we've been saying for years, man, that when these dudes from these prisons start to come out, man, it's going to be all out chaos out here, man. All right. So this is real quick, Habakkuk chapter 2. In verse 3, it says, I'll start at verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. And the men of the Lord, starting from the apostles on down, we've been making it very clear what the prophecies say in the scriptures. We've been telling you that these things would come. We've been telling you, because all this is going to lead to is more protests. And these guys that are coming out that really are on that shit, all right, on that spirit, what they're going to do, they're going to bug out. Okay, and they're going to do what they with that how's the scriptures go, a spirit created for vengeance. A lot of these guys, man, are going to be spirits created for vengeance that are just going to come out here to do the Lord's bidding, man. Going to be let loose. A lot of these guys that have been itching to do some shit, to go after particular people, to harm other people. A lot of these guys are going to take advantage that they can't get arrested for these things now. All right. And so, again, we've been saying this for the longest time, man. Great evils are going to come upon the earth, such as you've never seen before in your life, man. Let me finish this in Habakkuk 2. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak in that lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And this is what the prophets have been saying. And for the longest, a lot of you clowns out here have been talking shit and running your mouth, poking, laughing at what the prophets were saying. Oh, y'all crazy. This will never happen. Well, it seems like for the last five years, I would say, maybe even 4, 3, really the last 2 has been getting ramped up. A lot of things have been multiplying upon the earth. Evils have been multiplied upon the earth. Okay? And the brother from out there in Orlando, brother put up Shalom to you. Isaiah 60:2, it says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the age. See, and this is what's coming, man. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. All right. You see, right now, the light of the world, which is this truth, is out here. So you're able to see somewhat of what's of what's in front of you, because the prophets are telling you what's coming. All right. If you look at if you think of this ministry as a train, the prophets would be the engineers up in the front where the light is, okay, guiding the way, and everybody else is supposed to be behind following. But you have a lot of clowns out here that say, man, this ain't my ride. This ain't supposed to be what I'm on, and they want to jump off. Well, guess what? Now you're in utter darkness. And not only are you in utter darkness, but it's even going to get even darker, because the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Who can bear it, man? You see, a lot of you that desire the day of the Lord, to what end is it? To what end is it for you, man? What is your expectations and hope of the coming day of Yahweh Shem Shai? Because it sure as hell ain't gonna be a good old time for you fucking niggas out here, man. A lot of y'all gonna be getting your heads pushed in. A lot of you women are gonna be getting your jaws pushed in by these same guys that you've had locked up, man. And call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai that He's putting a spirit on these devils to do these things, man. Because you clowns out here, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, for the longest time, y'all been getting away with a lot of bullshit, man. Ecclesiastes, let's get that real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, man. A lot of time has been going by, and you wicked ass Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans have gone on by like you just playing hopscotch. Like you just at a river just skipping rocks, and you ain't got no cares in the world, man. Well, now this time of judgment, this time of recompense is coming upon you, man. All right, so let's get this real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 8. And I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. And Israel, you know, for the most part, you Israelites have surpassed the deeds of the wicked, man. Y'all have gone above and beyond what the other nations have done. All right. Hey, you know, Shalom, you know, to the brothers on the page. I see the elder on there. Chazak, if I'm not mistaken. I forget if that's how if there was more to the name, but it might be just Chazak. But you know, man, you know, Shalom to Yakim. But you know, these people just thought that this shit was sweet, man. That they were just, especially what they do against the men of the Lord, the prophets. They spit at us. They well, second Thessalonians says it beautifully, man. It is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation upon them that have troubled you, man. It is a righteous thing. So righteous judgment is getting ready to come out upon you people, man. All these women that have done the men of the Lord wrong, that have left them, taken their kids, you know, your family members that have called the cops on you, you know, and so on and so forth, man. All these people are getting ready to receive hell of judgment, man. Hell of a paycheck that they're going to be forced to cash, man. These people are going to be forced to cash that check. Okay, let me finish off actually before I continue on this Ecclesiastes, the brothers Isaiah 60. He said, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." You see? So the darkness is going to cover you people, man, which is symbolic of these bad times, these evils. All right. When people think of something wicked, it's like a dark countenance that you have in your mind, an image of a dark countenance of an evil person. Anytime you see villains in a movie, they're always always wearing dark clothing or have dark hair. Or in Esau's instance, he'll make them dark skinned, you know, because that's how he has portrayed our people to be, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's portrayed as people as black. Okay, so that negative connotation of evil is around these people when you're around them. When really the border of wickedness is Esau, Edom himself, the man who's calling himself the pure one, the white man. All right. That's the true wicked and evil person on the earth, which he's the one that's doing all these things. You people want to complain about the prophets being out here and these things being these prophecies happening on the earth, which you should be complaining and going up against, which y'all will. You don't know it now, but you will, pursuant to 2nd Ezra chapter 15. You will go up to your governments, to these houses, okay, these assembly halls, and you're going to go banging on these doors asking what the hell is going on out here, because you ain't going to have no answers, and the prophets ain't going to be found, which we're going to get into that as well. All right, the prophets ain't going to be found. All right, and all hell is going to break loose. Okay, and like I said, we're going to get into that, but let me go back to this Ecclesiastes 8. Ecclesiastes 8 and I'll read verse 12. It says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and who are the sinners, man? The sinners of my people, the sinners of the Lord's chosen people, Israel, because we were the ones that were given the laws. Because what is sin is the transgression of the law. All right. So sin are the only ones that can sin are Israelites. It says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. You see? So yeah, your days have been prolonged. A lot of you Israelites, and a lot of you that make it through these times of trouble that are coming up, if you make it past all this, hey, don't count yourself lucky, because that just means an even worse judgment is coming for you. That means the Lord is preserving you for the missiles. Okay? See, that's the pride and ego of you people, is you think you got away from the bear, but you didn't realize there was a snake around the corner. Okay? You didn't realize there was a roaring lion down the street. Okay? It says, verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High. Now, when do you see a shadow? When it's during the day, when the sun is out. Otherwise, there ain't no shadow at night. Okay? So what? The sun, your days are as a shadow, man. And the sun is getting ready to be set, so you ain't gonna be found no more, man. A lot of y'all getting ready to be trampled. Okay, let me get this. Let me just type in this word. I forget exactly where it's at. All right, but a lot of our people are getting ready to be trampled, man. All right. It says Isaiah. I guess I can bring this out. Isaiah 10 and 6, and I will send him against a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. And what's mire? This shit, man. And that's how a lot of y'all are getting ready to be trampled, man. All right. You're going to be stomped down, stomped out, okay, by these some of these guys that are just bloodlust, that have just been sitting in a hole in a jail cell because they've been put in there by a disgruntled woman or a disgruntled family member, or these niggas were just bugged out. And since and I met dudes like that, man. Dude that killed his girl, killed his girl, and then ended up doing her body, man, after she was dead. Just straight bugged out. What do you think would happen to a man that was released like that? He's gonna go and do the same thing, man. He's gonna go and do stuff like that, man. Atrocious things, man. All right. I mean, that's pretty much the point. That wasn't the piece that I was looking for. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but these people are, a lot of y'all just don't understand what the Lord has prepared for you, man. The wise understand, okay, but you don't understand. All right. This is Daniel chapter 12, and I'll read verse 9. It says, and he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the time of the end. And we in the end, man. The words of prophecy have been made now open, okay, because the lamb that was found worthy was able to open up them seals, man. So now we got the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We see the time, and now I'm talking about the prophets, okay, and the elect, the rest of the elect that's coming into this truth, all right? But, the Lord has let loose these seals so that the wise can understand. But it says, verse 10, many shall be purified and made white and tried, and those are who? The ones that are being washed, being cleansed through the washing of the word. All right. But, and this is the point I want to hit on, the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. So the wicked are going to continue to do wicked. This is why the scripture says, he that is filthy, let him be filthy still. Because these bozos are hard-headed, man. They're not here. They're hard of hearing, man. They're disobedient and rebellious children. Okay? And they're not going to hear, man. So they're going to do wickedly. And then when chaos starts erupting and things start to get really bad, these people aren't going to understand why it's happening. But you niggas, it's happening because you wicked. Okay? It's happening because this is the Lord that you didn't want to hear no other way. So now I got to deal with you. You didn't want to take the chastisement of being cut through the spirit. Well, now you're gonna have to take the chastisement of the flesh, man. Okay. So let me go from there now, and let's get this in Second Ezra chapter 5. Okay, because very soon, when all out chaos is out on the streets, you ain't gonna find the prophets of the Lord out there, man. When all hell is breaking loose, this is more signs. All this talk of people being let loose and purging. You think the men of the Lord are gonna be out here when niggas can just get away with murder? All these people that have beef with the prophets be out there trying to kill us. Which is, if that's the case, if that does happen, then hey, call halal Yahabashim Yashai, because as Paul said, if I live for the Lord, if I live for Hamashiach, I live for Yahamashiach. If I die for Hamashiach. Okay. So see, we don't feel no type of way whether we have to go on this side or not. We know that either way, if we do this work in truth and sincerity, that we're going to receive that prize with Yahushua. As a matter of fact, if you were to perish on this side as a man of the Lord, as a servant of the Lord, you shall return with him, man. So you still going to be partaking in the glory of the salvation, because either you're going to be getting sent up or you're going to be coming down with him. Okay. But it says, let me get this in Second Ezra chapter 5, because we are coming into the time of the famine of the word. Okay. But as a matter of fact, before I get this, let's get it in Amos. Okay. Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, behold, the days come. Well, I'll start at verse shit. Let's start at verse 7. Amos chapter 8 and verse 7. It says, the Lord has sworn by the excellency of Jacob, surely I will never forget any of their works. You see? And the Lord isn't going to forget the works of the elect for sure. Okay, but guess what? You wicked Jakes, all right? You wicked Israelites and so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord ain't forgetting your works either, man. He sees your work of disobedience, okay, of unbelief. All right. He sees your how much you despise this truth, man. Which you can go into Proverbs chapter 1. Read that chapter, okay? Because it goes into the same thing of what's happening now, man. Of the judgment that's coming upon you, Jakes, man, for your disobedience, for your lack of obedience towards the Lord, man. All right. But it says, verse 8, shall not the land tremble for this, and everyone mourn that dwelleth therein? And see, right now, what? The men of the Lord, the true righteous servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the rest of the elect, these are the only people that are mourning. Okay? And we're mourning because what? That is the what's it called? The house of the wise is in the house of mourning, or the wise dwell in the house of mourning, roughly paraphrasing, man. The fools are in the house of feasting, man. But see, the ones that know, that are in the know of the times that are coming ahead, we're not sitting here partying and bullshit, man. We're in the house of mourning, preparing our souls, preparing our minds, okay? And to a certain extent, even preparing our flesh for the things that are getting ready to come upon earth. Do you think these people really care? What these people are really hoping is that another lockdown don't come. That's really all they care about. Okay? But it goes on to say, and it shall rise up wholly as a flood, and it shall be cast out and drowned as by the flood of Egypt. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord power, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in the clear day. And this is the day of the Lord that is speaking of, man. This is the time of darkness that we're getting ready to come into. Okay? Because as I stated earlier in the lesson, the only light that's out here is the light of the truth. The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. This is why the scripture says, with all that getting, get wisdom. Okay? And fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All right? But see, the majority of our people don't fear the Lord. That's why the Lord is getting ready to put that fear in them, man. He's going to send people onto them that they're going to fear. Okay? Strange people. Their own people. The Lord is getting ready to make these people fear, man. And at the end of the day, they still not going to fear the Lord because they don't believe in the Lord, man. They don't believe in a higher power. They don't believe in Yahweh Shemi Al Shai, man. So they're going to have to know it by death, by pain. The Lord's going to have to traumatize these people, just straight bug them out, give them the plague of the mind. And it only takes so much death around you for you to lose your mind, man. Ask some of these ex-military guys, man, how quickly these guys enter into this. They get into that bugged out mindset, man, where they see so much, especially these men. You know, obviously, I'm talking about men that have been in war, okay, who see dead bodies, see brains splattered, you know, on a daily. So, you know, these guys start to lose their mind. So imagine when you're out here in all-out fear, you're stressed the hell out, you're seeing mass death. You haven't really ate, man. Your brain is frying up, man. You're so damn stressed out. The spirit ain't with you. And Esau done run your ass out so many times that you just a used rag out here, man. You think your mental stability is gonna be up to par? Hell no, man. And so this is gonna lead to even more wickedness happening on the earth, man. Okay. See, this ain't. It doesn't sound fun. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. Think not that I am come to bring a peace. I am not come to bring peace, but a sword, man. Those are the words of Yahushua himself. So the one who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, if he himself said he wasn't bringing peace, why? Well, we're gonna get it. Why do you expect it, man? Why are you expecting? Matter of fact, let me get it real quick, Bubba Kashaw. Why are you expecting peace? Okay, Ezekiel 7 and I'll just start at verse 24. It says, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. You see, this is what's coming, man. A bunch of things, things one on top of another. It's just gonna keep on adding up. And Jake think it's bad now. Every week, every month, man, it's just one thing after another. Yeah, okay, cool. But what you doing about it? You see, because the only way to escape these things is to come to the Lord, man. That's why this with all that getting, get wisdom, okay, and seek ye the Lord while he may be found, man. You see, through fearing the Lord, you get wisdom, and through that wisdom that you obtain, you seek the Lord 10 times more, seeing that you've been astray, man. But see, our people ain't got the wisdom, okay. And shalom, again to the brothers on the comment board. So let's continue on this, and then I'll go back to the Amos, Ezekiel 7 and 25. It says, destruction cometh, but they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So again, like I said, if who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahushua in the Hebrew, if he himself said that think not that I am come to bring peace, but a sword, where in the hell are you getting that there's peace coming, man? There is no good times ahead. The good times are passed up, man. If you want to live in good times, okay, then I don't know what time period you need to go back to, but Jake ain't never been in good times, man. The 70s, Jake was living in bad conditions. Don't make the movies fool you. The 80s, the crack epidemic had our people through. The 60s, you go further back in time, you start even getting into slavery, man. Jake ain't never been in good times, man. It's just now our people have been so diluted by the media and social media and the sporting industry that people really believe that they're doing okay. They've been given the ability to become great, so to say, in this American dream. But it's been just that, man, dreams. And the scriptures talk about a man who follows after his dreams, man. He's a fool, basically, at the end of the day. But it says, I'll finish this off. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophecy. Then you're going to come after looking for the men of the Lord. Then I know them guys were talking about this, man. They cussed my ass out. And I want to beat their ass, but man, they were right, man. All these terrible things, terrible things are coming. Just the idea popped in my mind, man. But hey, man, it's just gonna be bad, man. Mischief shall be upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Oh, I heard in the next town, I heard they let out people from that jail, and there's been people missing. People, houses have been being burnt down. There's been people getting woke with police lights. I seen police lights down my street the other day, and I seen the dolly coming out with the white sheet on it. Somebody under there. You're gonna start seeing this, man. Rumors upon rumors. Okay, more laws being broken down, causing more uproars of the people, because people are already fed up. Okay, deep down inside, don't let these people's smiles fool you. It don't fool the men of the Lord. It definitely don't fool the Most High. Okay, these people are scared. They're worried. Okay, but what they're not scared of is the Heavenly Father. Okay, they have a false sense of security. They really think that they're going to be able to somehow set themselves up to get buy these things. Oh, I'm gonna have my gun in case somebody want to break in. Okay, well, listen, you ain't been listening to the news. They coming for your guns, so you gonna have to fight them too. If that's the case, if you're thinking about depending on your weapons, well, you got two fronts to fight: the government who's trying to take them, and the man who's trying to break into your home, because that's coming too, man. Friend, let's finish off the finish off this Amos, and then we go to that second Ezra. So back in Amos chapter 8, I'll read verse 11 briefly here. Behold, the days come. Well, let me read verse 10. I forgot. I only read a little bit. It says, verse 10, and I will turn your feasts into mourning and all your songs into lamentation. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins and baldness upon every head. And I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day. See, this is how bad it's going to be out here. It's going to be like a day like you just lost your only son. You know how terrible of a feeling that would be? But see, that's what y'all getting ready to go through, man. And see, those that fear the Lord, that are doing, showing their faith by their works, all right, they're going to be able to escape from the said perils, all right, while the rest of y'all are going to realize and going to be forced into the house of mourning, all right. Yep, that's right. Huh? So going to this now, Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, which that's coming to, nor a thirst for water, which that's coming to. Just ask the people up there in Mississippi. But of hearing the words of the Lord. You see, that's the famine that's really going to matter in these last days, man. It's going to be the famine of the word. All right? Because that type of famine, the famine of the word, is not going to be something that Esau created. It's not going to be a man-made famine. The prophets are just going to protest and call a strike. No, that ain't going to be what we're going to do, man. The Lord is going to bring about a famine. He's going to put it in the spirits of the apostles on down through the elders to hey, no more. My prophets are to not go out there no more. And what's going to happen to you people is evil, man. All right. Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. Okay. It says, in that day, verse 13, shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. You see, y'all going to be fainting out here because you're going to be dried up. You're going to be shriveled as hell, and you're looking for some type of sustainability, man. Which we know that the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding shall be the stability of our times. Yahushua told Satan himself, he said, man doesn't live by bread and water alone, roughly paraphrasing, but by this word, man. We digest this word. This is that roll. This is the bread of life. Okay, give me the how's it go? Give me this day my daily bread. Okay. The Lord is he's going to be able to sustain us, man. The Lord is going to sustain the elect. All right. Because we're going to have that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We're going to know what the spirit is going to be able to guide those that have the spirit in them. But if you're still a bag of bones, you don't even got tendons on you. Where's the spirit going to go into? You ain't even got lungs to breathe. Where's the breath going to go into? If you get what I'm trying to say. All right. So let's go from there. Let's go to the second Ezra chapter 5 and just started verse 9. It says, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. You see, the salt waters is being, meaning these other guys that are going to be out here calling themselves bringing out the truth, still prophesying, but with the truth they got mingled in a bunch of nonsense, lies and deceits. Okay, and when it's not the living waters, which is the sweet waters, okay, it's the salt waters, which when you drink salt water, what happens? It dehydrates you even further. So if you're already thirsting, okay, for some type of sustainability, that so-called truth that you're gonna find out there in those days, in the time of trouble, it's just gonna be the shit that you don't want to drink, man. All right, and there ain't no filtering, there ain't no reverse osmosis. Nah, man. When the Lord brings out the famine of the word, and you find somebody that's still out there calling themselves bringing out the truth, I would advise against it, man. Especially if you ain't never seen these guys before, or they bringing out some nonsense, which a lot of y'all don't believe it anyway, because y'all don't know the difference between nonsense and the truth, man. That's why a lot of y'all talking about my reality. Your reality don't mean shit to the Most High, man. And what the reality is going to be here real soon. Okay? It goes on to say, and all friends shall destroy one another, man. So your homeboy, your homegirl, whoever the hell you want to call your homie, hey, these people going to be fighting you, man. They're going to be out there looking to take what you got because they ain't got it, man. They looking to defend themselves in their household. Okay? Even your homies that been locked up, man. Now that they coming out with these reforms, these guys that are coming out, man, these guys might be bugged out, man. A spirit might hop on him, bugged out, and he just snapped one day and he chilling at your crib. And now he trying to kill you. Things like this will happen, man. It's happened in the past. Okay? It says, then shall wit hide itself. You see? So in the midst of all this, the friends destroying one another, okay, the chaos starts to ensue. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber. So the famine of the word, man. That's the wit, the wisdom. Okay, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And how do you find the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding? You go to the prophets to inquire of the Lord. Because the Lord, you ain't nobody special, man. The Lord ain't even physically come down and talk to the prophets that are out here now. Okay, so what makes you think that the Lord's gonna come down here? And see, that's the thing with a lot of our people. They don't believe it unless they see it. Well, a lot of y'all gonna just learn the hard way, man. Okay, but it goes on to say, verse 10, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Again, you're not gonna find the truth, but you are gonna find those salt waters. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon the earth. And this is what we coming up to, man. And it's approaching quickly. Remember the Lord Yahushai, Yahweh Yahushai in Revelation said, behold, I come quickly, man. The Lord is nigh around the corner, man. And we've been saying this for years. So how much more now? Okay. You see, for those that have entered into this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in truth and sincerity, we know that the day is closer than when we first believed, man. We know that that day is approaching quickly, pursuant to 2 Ezra chapter 9, because we see the signs of the times, man. The uproars of the people. And you best believe you're going to have a lot of people protest that shit. And a lot of these people that are going to be protesting about these convicts getting out on bail or getting out with no bail, so they're going to be released because they can't hold them no more. A lot of the people that are going to be protesting will be people that have had people locked up and that are currently waiting trial, man. And the reason why they don't want them to come out because they know what's going to happen. But what are they going to do? If time hasn't served as an example to you people, protests have never worked. Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want, man. You ain't never seen no policies change, no reforms. All this shit that happens, that Esau allows to happen, like this, they call it the Bell Reform, that happened out there in Chicago, which they've been trying to push for that for years. It's so, what a coincidence that now is the time that Esau decides to do this. Here it is, the world is in complete turmoil. Things aren't looking so hot for this winter. And then at the start of the Esau's new year, You gonna start to let go convicts. You're gonna start to let go people who committed crimes, and now they can't even be arrested anymore for for a good amount of decent crimes, theft and assault. So you can assault someone and you can't get arrested. Come on, man! I'm telling you, you people just don't understand what's gonna happen because this is the Lord giving y'all rope. Because a lot of y'all, especially you Jakes, y'all gonna try to get off on the system, man. Y'all gonna try to go out there and do your thing. You know, try to break into a store and try to steal something, and somebody get in your way, you this time you gonna knock them out. You gonna hit them, or you gonna shoot them, whatever. Because you want in the back of your mind, in the back of Jake's mind, you gonna be like, man, ain't nobody gonna come after me. They can't even get the cops gonna say we ain't coming. And so, hey, man, it's just, and that what's that gonna do? A lot of people are gonna start buying guns, and people are gonna start fighting back. Okay, so let's go from there. Let's get we'll close out with this. I don't want to make it too long. But Second Ezra, chapter 15, and I'll start at verse 12. It says, I start at verse 11. Second Ezra 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. You see, so ultimately America is going to be destroyed from coast to coast. But prior to that, there's going to be a lot of chaos out here, man. A lot of plagues, a lot of plagues of the mind, a lot of death. Okay, a lot of fighting, a lot of division, and we've been seeing the startup to this, man. For the last, like I said, for the longest now, you've just been seeing that spirit of sedition and that spirit of division just growing more and more dissent amongst the people. Okay, and it's gonna get to the point to where it's just gonna all blow the cap off of this thing, man. It says, verse 12: Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting in hell and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Now, what's the modern day sword? The modern day killing instrument? The guns, man. You still got people out here who have blades and other methods of other instruments of death, but nonetheless, the most common one is the sword, or is the gun, man. All right, and this is that fighting. A lot of people now, they don't want to throw hands, man. A lot of people, well, the first thing they want to do is pull out that thing, man. Pull out the tool. Okay, and so when they start hearing about certain crimes not being punishable by people ain't gonna be getting arrested for certain crimes. Hey, a lot of people are gonna want to defend themselves over anything, man, and their first thing they're gonna go to is, hey, I gotta get a gun, okay? Because I ain't gonna play no games with nobody. That's the times that we in, man. But it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And this is what was gonna happen, man. People are becoming so fed up with all these laws changing and regulations coming down, and you telling me what I got to do, and now I can't even use cash anymore. Like, what's going on? This ain't the America that I grew up with, or that I was grew up in. This is something else. And especially these Edomites, man. They're in that mindset of, this ain't my country. This ain't the country that I was born into. And these Edomites, this country was built for them. The way the government structure is built for the so-called white man to prosper, man. It wasn't built for you Jakes to become prosperous and own your own things, man. You were slaves when this government was established. The government was established for these so-called Edomites, man. That's why you got a lot of these Edomites that are so against the things that the government are doing right now. And that's going to be a lot of people that are going to be rebelling is going to be these Edomites. Oh, you mean to tell me you letting all these niggas get out of the jail? But they just this is how Esau is going to be thinking, man. They're the ones with the guns, the majority of the guns. They're the one who knows how to shoot them. Jake got guns too, but you ain't going to be able to outshoot Esau, man. I'll say that. You ain't gonna be able to outshoot him. You can fight all you want, but you're gonna be taken out of the way. There's just know that. The Lord is gonna allow this devil to take your ass out of the way, man. You go up against try to fight up against Esau and his gun, man. And with his blessing. You gotta be the dumbest Negro in Israelite history to do that. But you've had a bunch of them. You got a hall of fame of niggas that have just been blown away by Esau trying to go up against his ass with the gun, man. All right. But it says sedition shall be among men. Okay. And that's an uprising, man, against the government. All right. Yeah. Again, you best believe they're gonna have a lot of people up there in Chicago. I don't know if it's just in Chicago. I think it might be the whole state of Illinois. I didn't do too much digging into it, but I read up on it a little bit. But you go best believe you're gonna have people protesting that shit. And like I said, a lot of those people that are gonna be protesting will be people that got people locked up. That they know, oh shit, if this dude, if they allow this to happen, this guy's gonna come out, and the first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna come looking for me. See, that's the only time you people want to protest about something when you think it's gonna affect you in some way, shape, or form. If it's something that it ain't bothering me, so I ain't gonna worry about it. Well, now things are coming where they're gonna start to touch you, man. And at the end of the day, it is a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. All right, roughly paraphrasing. A lot of y'all getting ready to fall into the hands of the Lord, and He's gonna do what He's gonna do to you as He wills, man. You're gonna be getting shook up. Your whole life is gonna be turned upside down like Will Smith, man. And I don't just mean that in a sense of the entanglement, but as in the Fresh Prince intro. Okay. But hey, man, it's bad times that is coming. Bad times. It says verse 17, and man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Some cities is gonna be so bad that they're gonna have them shut down. You can't come through here. This is a dangerous zone. You got to either turn around and go where you came from, or you got to figure something out. But you can't come through here. Matter of fact, let me see your real ID. You know, let me scan that thing real quick and see who you are, where you coming from. You see, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. And because of your pride, this is why these things are going to happen, man. You see, all this talk of be proud of this and be proud of that, man. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with being confident, man. But when you become overly proud, that's when you start to walk a dangerous line with the Most High, man. This is 2nd Ezra 8 and verse 50, and we'll close out on this. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. You see? Many great miseries. Y'all getting ready to come into the most miserable time period in all of history, man. Never have you ever seen a day like what's getting ready to be seen on the earth, man. All this death, all the chaos, all right, all the bloodshed that's going to be out here, that's going to be spilt, all right. Y'all ain't never going to see nothing ever like this again, man. And a lot of y'all are going to be partakers of this. Freak show that's getting ready to be played out, which is, you know, I say that, you know, facetiously, you know, jokingly, you know, because it's going to be a time of judgment, man. It's a time of beauty, you know. It's going to be a time of the Lord's final prophecies being played out on the earth, man. Okay, which we're not too far away, man. We're not too far away, man. All we got to do is continue to endure unto the end. For those of us that have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, Lord's will, the Lord continues to you know, put that spirit in us, man. Okay, to have His spirit in us, to be able to escape the coming judgments. Because hey, man, if you want to take your chances out in the world, man, then good luck. That's all we can say, man. Good luck, because boy, it ain't looking good for you people, man. It really ain't. You know, so hey, you know, Lord's will, this was edifying. You know, I went a little longer than what I was expecting, but hey, that's the spirit. You know, again, Lord's will, this was edifying. I want to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim out there who are diligently pushing out this truth and this truth and sincerity. With that, I say, Shalom.